Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. And tonight I'm going to bring you guys more information on the unfolding custody battle that has been going on since Nipsey Hussle's untimely demise. It looks like, according to reports, that Nipsey Hussle was the primary caretaker of his daughter that he shares with his previous child's mother before Lauren London, who is Tanisha, and on Facebook she goes by Tanisha Askidome. I don't think that they were ever married, but they were together for a very long time. I see a lot of people slandering her like she's some irrelevant woman in his life and that she doesn't mean nothing, and like as if Lauren London means more than her because Lauren London is a celebrity and she lives a different lifestyle. I don't go by that. I feel like she is equally a woman just as well as Lauren London. It was a relationship that happened before the fame, before he was Nipsey Hussle, when he was just Ermias at his school. They've been together for a very long time. So obviously, you know, even though the situation did not work out, I don't think that he probably just viewed her as some random, just basic B that everybody is disrespecting. Yes, she lives maybe a different type of lifestyle than people look up to or they see or whatever, and she has been getting a lot of judgment for that. I know that a lot of people have been judging her because they're like, oh my God, she's just so trifling of a woman because she drinks lean. I seen lean on her Instagram page, and she's so trifling because she smokes weed. But I'm like, I see plenty of people, and I'm not saying that it's okay or that you should be indulging in these things, but Nipsey Hussle, and as much respect that I have for him as well, he did the same thing. He drank lean, he smoked weed, he had the same thing. So I'm like, if you're using that as the basis of her being unfit, then you got to use that all around. Like, is it okay for one because he has money and status and not okay for the other? Like, you have to use different means for unfit, I think. I don't think that it's okay to say, oh, well, he's a celebrity, he's, you know, this person, and it's okay for him, but oh, she's so low down because she is indulging in the same things. And like I said, I have the utmost respect for him. I believe that he was very impactful. But we got to be real in situations. When my cousins passed, I was real about their lifestyles. And when Nipsey Hussle passed, I'm still going to be real about what it is that's going on. Anyway, so like I said, there has been an ongoing custody battle between his sister and the baby mother that was before Lauren London. And the sister, I want to say like a few weeks ago, she tried to get an emergency court order where she wanted to file for, you know, custody of Nipsey Hussle's daughter that he shares with her. And she wanted to be like the primary care provider, obviously being because, number one, she's his sister, and number two, him and Lauren London were not married. When she did this emergency order, she was unsuccessful. They said that they didn't see grounds of it being an emergency. They didn't deem it as such an emergency to where they needed to rush in and swoop in and automatically give her sole custody. So then they put forth a court date for today. And today was the day that they went in court to see what would happen as far as the fate of the mother of his child being able to have custody or not custody, if they're going to give it to the sister, not give it to the sister, and so on and so forth. Before court happened, she put up a post on Instagram, and this is her, you know what I'm saying, showing people. It looks like she has on maybe like a suit. Her hair is pulled back in a ponytail. And in the caption it says, "Love my kids. I'll always rise to the occasion for them." And then she put a heart. On this particular post, she limited the amount or the ability to comment because, as you guys, like I said already, as you guys know, a lot of people have been very nasty, vile, and disrespectful to this woman who we do not know the dynamic of their relationship, and I don't think that it's warranted for people to be disrespecting her in the manner that they do, especially if you are somebody who claims to have respect for Nipsey Hussle. And from the looks of it, and the photos that she posted, like she posted this just last year. I want to say this post was posted on her Instagram either in August or it was sometime last year, but it wasn't that long ago. And she was wishing him a happy birthday, whatever his birthday is. And it looks like they were in good terms and good standing. This is a photo of him, her, and their child together. And so, again, I don't think it's warranted for the amount of disrespect she gets, but that's neither here nor there. Anyways, so after she posted up this post, of course, obviously, she went to court. And at the court hearing, it is being reported that she broke down because, according to her, she has not been able to see her child in months. And, the court had to be cleared out. They had to give her and her daughter a moment to, bond and talk with one another for like 20 minutes. And then they postponed the court date until Friday, and they postponed it yet again. I'm going to go on over to TMZ to read to you guys the report on what they are saying about this situation. I'm going to read verbatim their report on this situation so you can be brought up to speed on what's going on. Let me pull that up right now. Okay, so this is TMZ right here, and it says, Nipsey Hussle baby mama breaks down in tears at guardianship hearing. So let me pull this up, and it says, Nipsey Hussle's family and the woman who gave birth to his daughter had an emotional showdown in court, which left his baby mama in tears. Nipsey's sister Samantha Smith and his brother Black Sam appeared in LA County Superior Court Tuesday for a hearing on the guardianship of the rapper's 10-year-old daughter, Emani Askidon. Imani's mother, Tanisha, was at the hearing as well and broke down crying when she saw her daughter for the first time, and what she said was months. The courtroom was cleared for 20 minutes while Tanisha and Emani spent some time together. However, the hearing was pushed until Friday when a final decision is to be made on custody and finances. As you guys know, the estate of Nipsey Hussle has been a big issue as well. His brother has been trying to get, control over the estate. And you guys also know that she is his oldest living child. And normally the decisions go to the oldest living child and things like that. So they're trying to get his finances in order as well as custody from the mother. I'm going to scroll up a little bit more to read you guys what else it says. So according to TMZ, it says, we broke the story. Samantha filed legal docs requesting guardianship last month because our sources say she believes the child's biological mother is unable to care for her. Nipsey took care of Emani before he was killed, but Samantha says she's helped raise her and she raised her too and is seeking legal guardianship to ensure the continued stability for Emani and ensure that she will be able to maintain her current and ongoing relationship with their family. Nipsey's brother Black Sam has also filed a declaration in support of Samantha getting guardianship of their niece. Meanwhile, Sam's in a legal fight of his own to take control of his brother's estate, including $2 million worth of assets. As you know, Nipsey was gunned down on March 31st outside his Marathon clothing store in Los Angeles. The suspected murderer, Eric Holder, pled not guilty in April, but he needs a new lawyer after Chris Darden quit the case. If you guys are up to speed on that news, Christopher Darden was the lawyer and attorney that was on the opposing side of the O.J. Simpson trial. He got a lot of backlash back then for that. And a lot of people just were not feeling the fact that he picked up this case and he was the one representing the killer or the alleged killer of Nipsey Hussle. And he got, what he says was a lot of death threats. And I might cover what his response to that was in another video. But for now, I want to talk about the guardianship of the daughter, the sister filing for legal guardianship, and the daughter and the mother of the daughter breaking down, saying that, she hadn't seen her child in months and she was very emotional, and her being able to spend 20 minutes with her child. Like, if she breaks down to that, like, I've been to court, and for me to hear that, they had to clear out the court and allow her time to bond, I don't know. Something about that kind of feels a little, I really don't know. But I'm going to bring in my cousin to talk about this a little bit. So she's going to give commentary as well. Come on in. And we're going to both talk about this situation. And I'm also going to bring you guys more information. So in addition to this custody legal guardianship battle that they're going through, his estate is already getting sued. So I'm going to talk about that after we kind of go over our thoughts on this. So what do you think about them obtaining guardianship? What do you think about, all of this? And before she says anything, this is my cousin. Which one we called today? Bisha. She will be called by her name. Sometimes people be having these aliases that they want to go by. But so this is my fave right here. This is Bisha. She be on my live all the time. But what do you think about all of this? And my edges are starting to come out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't put nothing in my hair.
It's a real tough situation, I know, for both parties to be in, because us looking on the inside trying to figure out what's going on and what's the reason behind him having her in the first place. Mm-hmm. That's why, because I can't see myself, no matter what, giving my child unless he can do better than what I can. Right. So I don't understand why he had her in the first place. So,
and I mean, I see that around the internet. A lot of people are like, well, why did he have her in the first place? I wouldn't give my child up. But I feel like different situations. So I have a friend, right? Mm-hmm. She wants to go to school. She was married. Her and her husband, they stopped. Their marriage just didn't work out. Like they separated. Their marriage wasn't working out. But while they were married, he was the one who was the main financial provider. Mm-hmm. Like he worked mainly. Like she worked as well, but he had the better job. He was more stable than she was. Mm-hmm. So after the marriage dissolved, mm-hmm. she wanted to go to school. So she's like, I want to go to school, but all the time she's always took care of her child. Right. But she wanted to be, in a better position to take care of herself and be on her own. So she said, while I go to school, you are the primary provider. Mm-hmm. I'll go to school, get myself in a position, and then the kids gets to go back to her. So I'm not saying that this is Nipsey Hussle and her situation, but I can see how in a situation like this, to where it's like, doesn't mean that I'm unfit or incapable of taking care of my child. Sometimes you are in a better position than me, mm-hmm. to where you can provide better. Doesn't mean I can't take care of my child and can't provide for her.
Absolutely.
But that could necessarily mean you're in a better position. You're a millionaire. Mm-hmm. You're living in a mansion. You're living a good life. Mm-hmm. I want my child to have a good life. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I can see it that way as well. So I don't automatically flock to the theory of, oh, she's just so low down of a parent just because she drinks lean.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. That's
I don't
trying to figure out what it is. It's like you can't really, because we don't know.
Right, and it's like if we're saying that lean is so bad, Nipsey did it too.
There's so many people that do it.
It's so many people that, you know what I'm saying? And not to say that it's right, like, oh, parents should just be drinking lean. But I'm like, if we're going to put these standards on her,
everybody should be held.
Are we being hypocritical?
Yeah.
I feel like it's just a little bit of hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it could be,
but we don't know.
The state is a big issue. The money is a big issue.
Right.
And that's something that has to come into, account too, is that this is state. Everybody want a piece, and it's sad to say. I mean, mm-hmm. I believe that everybody that, he loves, I'm sure that he would want, them to be well off all around. Mm-hmm. Because that's just the person that he was. Mm-hmm.
He always wanted ownership. Yeah.
The baby, though, to take somebody's child behind it is just a bit much to me. And it's wrong in so many ways.
But what if she's unfit?
If she's unfit, then that's a whole other story. But it's like we don't know.
But do you think that the grounds, because most of the people who deem her unfit, mm-hmm. social media looking in, they deem her unfit because they're like, she drinks and she smokes.
That don't mean that a person don't take care of their child. Like that's not their, number one priority. That can
yeah.
come at the end of the day when baby is in bed and sleep. You know, I did my job for the day. My baby's resting, taken care of, ate, showered, bed. I met people of all walks of life, and I've seen an unfit parent, and I've seen parents that did things that, you know, some wouldn't view, you know, appropriate behavior for a parent, but at the end of the day,
they still
their
take care of their child.
Kids was well taken care of. So it's hard to decide.
Right. Yeah. I mean, when I think in terms of, like, you know, living condition is something to consider, but she is as her mother, she had, like, even if let's say she never gave her to Nipsey to take care of, he still owes her money to take care of the child. So,
well, him as a parent should be taking care of.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't...
Making sure that his child...
Because people feel like she shouldn't get nothing. Like, she shouldn't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's hard. Like, this one is a real hard one just because we really don't know the backstory. Right.
So that's why I'm not coming down on the family. I'm not coming down because I don't know. Right. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this doesn't come out like that. I'm just simply saying, as a mother, I don't think, in my mind, I just don't think just because the father had her, that necessarily means that she's unfit. But there are things that I don't know, so I can't indulge on that. True. I'm not saying, well, you said that they were wrong. I'm not saying that they are wrong.
I know, because I can't see, well, the whole thing with me is I can't see me giving my child to the father despite him being rich.
No, but you said that the family was wrong.
I feel that they are wrong if they're basing it off of, because people change. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? People change. That's the whole thing. We don't know the backstory. Mm-hmm. We don't know. I feel like it's just a tough situation for
so speaking
entire family.
Right. And so speaking of his estate is also something that is now being sued. You know what I'm saying? So according to The Blast, they put up a post and it says that his estate is being sued for $32,000. So this is a lot of weight that his family has. Number one, Black Sam is not in control. And as we know, his brother is the one who was very influential and instrumental in him even starting this whole t-shirt business. Like, his brother was the one who we've heard. He was the one grinding on the corner selling shirts. And he was the one who got the building. And then that put the planted the seed to let's have ownership in him. So his brother was very influential, and he was a big part of his business deals. He was his partner in everything that he did. So for him to, now have this weight of, now I'm filing papers to get, in support of my sister to get guardianship. And now I'm trying to get ownership or control over the estate because naturally I feel like he should be in control of it. Absolutely. He is the one who,
and it's so sad that, that
he's the one who started it all. You
have to go through all of this. Sometimes it's a great thing, and then just at times, especially when someone dies so young, and feel like they have so much life left to live to be able to
you don't think to
take
put in
care
wills
of those
and all of those things.
Yeah, it's so sad,
Yeah, so I'm gonna go on over to The Blast to read you guys the report that they reported about his estate. So I'm gonna scoot on over, and my cousin's gonna scoot on over so I can kind of show you guys. So this right here, scoot over a little bit.
Which way?
Work it out. Okay, this way. Okay. All right. So Nipsey Hussle's estate is sued for $32,000 by music company who claims to be owed money. So it's like they got a lot like that they have to deal with. So it says Nipsey Hussle allegedly died owing a music company $32,000, and now they are hitting up the estate to get the money they say they are owed. According to court documents obtained by The Blast, Paramount Recording Group filed a creditor's claim in Nipsey's estate They are seeking to be paid money they claim to be owed from a 2012 judgment they won against the rapper and another party. It says the claim is the first one to be filed against Nipsey's estate. As the blast first reported, Nipsey's brother Black Sam filed documents asking to be named the administrator of the late rapper's estate. Sam says he needs to take control of Nipsey's affairs in order to handle incoming business opportunities. Sam said that Nipsey Hussle died without a will and lists the hip-hop star's property at $2 million. The judge has not yet ruled on Sam's request to be the administrator of the estate. So, like I said, in addition to the legal drama that they have, and in addition to, the guardianship issues, the estate is also being sued. And this is the first lawsuit. This is not, I doubt that this is going to be the last. There are so many people that are going to be coming for his money. And if they're owed it, hey, they're owed it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But,
I feel like his brother definitely should have that title.
Most definitely. Like, I feel like it shouldn't even have to go to court. Like, without it has to legally. Yeah. You have to, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, I started this. So, you guys let me know what you guys think about this. I don't want to be disrespectful to the Askedom family. I don't want to be disrespectful in any way by talking about this. I don't know enough to slam the mother. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that his sister is wrong, his family is out of line, or whatever the case. I don't know enough information to slam them. I just, as a mother, would not want my rights taken away. And the basis that they're using as means to say she's unfit or she's ineligible of taking care of her child, I know that there can be several variables. And until there is more information, then, I possibly change my mind. If there's more information to say, hey, she had the daughter here and she left her in the house by herself and she went clubbing, or, hey, she, the daughter was malnutritioned, or, things like that, then I'd be like, all right, well, I can say, hey, I have more information.
She's old enough to speak for herself.
Right. But she also... she's gonna have a lot of people in her ear, though. She's gonna have a lot of people in her ear, so
it's so sad.
That's still gonna be tough.
At the end of the day,
she's gonna feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's tug of war. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a tough position for her to be in. Like, yes, she can speak for herself, but like, do I be disloyal to Lauren and my dad's side? Do I go against my mom? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and then you never know, because. Not saying that they did, because I don't know, but there's sometimes people will talk ill on the other parent in front of the child, and you know what I'm saying, that'll plant things in there. It's just all kind of variables. I don't want to be disrespectful in talking about this again, but I want to know what you guys think. What do you guys think of this new lawsuit against his estate? What do you guys think of the legal guardianship issue? I want to know what you think down below. Leave your comments down below. Like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, hey, that's cool too. You can even leave a dislike, but let me know somehow, some way that you stopped by. All right, guys. Peace.